Okay, welcome back. Time to reveal these 10 worst album covers in my collection. Some of the music in these albums are good. I mean, I like the music, so there's no reflection on music in these videos. We're just talking about visuals now. Let's just get on with this. There's no order again. It's any order. It's just 10 worst that I saw. I mean, there was some, other iffy ones as well. And, it's just a quick look through and just made a quick 10 choices to cover this video. Okay, the first one is this one. It's Alarum, Eventuality. This one is like, why did you not try to think of something better? I mean, it's a nothing. It's just some kind of arty-farty photo design, like with bit of yellow, little bit of yellow at the bottom, logo in the middle, the lyric, the title underneath. I mean, it's just whatever. I mean, does it reflect the album? I don't know. Maybe there's a deeper meaning behind it, but as a striking visual, it's not anything exciting. It's just it just doesn't do anything. I mean, maybe it's more highbrow that I can take. It's not art, or it's just sort of avant-garde or something that I'm not getting. But it's just a plain old album cover with not much going on, just average stuff. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This one is Bolt Throwers for Victory. Now, I really like the album. I like the big bold logo at the top. That's not the problem. But this scene is just like, it's a bit weird looking. It's like, it's quite modern. So it seems like these are like soldiers with massive backpacks at the bottom. Like in, say, they look like they're from like the 80s or some kind of 90s or something like that, going to some war in some place where there's a lake. It's just like they was trooping at night. The logo at the bottom, the writing at the bottom for Victory is just a bit odd. I mean, this scene is just not very interesting to me. I mean, I don't know. I expected a slightly better cover from Bolt Thrower. So yeah, that one makes the list, unfortunately. Next one is this one. It's The Darkness, Permission to Land. I'm not quite I don't know. I mean, it's all right. Okay, it's tongue in cheek a bit. There's a naked lady at the front with the what do you call it? The guide. I don't know what that job is, where you guide down planes with these table tennis bat things. So they've got the girl there. She ain't got much on at all. You can just see the side of her boob. She's got shoes on. And then there's this thing at the top, which I'm not even fully understanding what it is. It's sort of like almost a spaceship, if you like, but not quite getting it. And there's the writing at the bottom, Permission to Land. I mean, maybe it's a cool cover, but I don't know. I just didn't gravitate with me. I don't know. It's okay. I guess it's sort of tongue-in-cheek, so you got to go along with it. But I didn't like this cover too much. Okay, let's move on. Next one is this one. It's Iron Sword, Return of the Warrior. They're not a well-known band, but I really like the album. They're sort of, I think they're a Portuguese, old school, traditional epic metal band. They're like sort of like Manila Road. But anyway, I really like the album, but the album cover art is just like, it's pretty naff. It's just like a sword lying in snow with some drizzling blood around it. It's like, yeah, you didn't need to take too long thinking over that one. You could have come at that one with 5 minutes. I mean, if you're thinking of a band like Iron Sword, you need to see a better drawing, right? You need to see an epic sword, a warrior, I don't know, something, Return of the Warrior, something, just sword lying in snow with some blood around it. Didn't put a lot of effort into that one, lads. Okay, next one is the mighty Lost Horizon and Awakening the World. I've recently talked about this album actually, since it's on its 20th anniversary. But the cover is like, I don't know what is going on here. I mean, the band's logo is quite cool, and to have the four guys on the cover in their sort of garb is quite cool. But what is going on down below? It's just absolute madness. It's like, I don't know what is going on. There's like people in suits, but they've got animals for heads, and then you've got, I don't know what is going. I mean, there's a lot to look at. There's a lot to, decipher. There's like these guys are holding like a puppeteer thing. I mean, it's mentally quite interesting, but as a sight that you see, it's just like, it's garish, it's sort of messy, it's not clear, it's, I don't know, it's just so blurry to the eye, it's just hits your eye. I mean, there's a lot to decipher. I mean, you can spot a lot of things in the background, like if you really look closely, like there's stuff going on, but I don't know, maybe I would have preferred, I liked seeing the guys on the front, that's quite cool, but down here the themes are maybe too convoluted. I mean, it's too in your face, too messy, and the colours are too sort of I don't know, too intertwined with one another. It's just a bit awkward to look at, but it's an interesting cover, let's put it that way. But it made my list for the 10 worst. Next one is this one. It's Mastodon's The Hunter. That cover is just something else. It's just, what the hell? It's some kind of like, I don't know, some pantomime horse with a sort of, 4 sets of teeth on it and so on. So I'm not, up to scratch enough on the theme of the album. Maybe it's something to do with what's going on inside the album. I mean, the actual picture is quite well drawn and quite well, there's quite a lot of detail on it. It's an interesting cover for sure, but I don't know, it's just, I mean, it's a striking cover, definitely. So if you want to stand out in the racks, okay, yeah, that one will catch the eye. The colours are quite, bright, quite vivid, and the image is striking, but it's just goofy as hell to me. I don't know, it just seems a bit crazy, a bit random. Maybe I'm not getting the theme, to do with the album, something to do with the hunter, but because he's got 4 ears as well, and he's got 4 sets of teeth, so that's funny. Well, only 3 tongues though, so that's interesting. But interesting picture, but makes the list on this occasion for the worst in my collection. Next one is this one. It's Metallica's Hardwired to Self-Destruct. It's a horrible cover. I mean, I just don't get this. I mean, what's so good about this? This is just, I don't know, it seems not disgusting, but stupid. It's like all these faces are intertwined, overlaid, and then sort of, made blurry, and then with filters, and one's got his tongue out, it's the members of the band, etc. So I don't know, I don't like this cover. I wouldn't wear that on a shirt, no way. That looks horrible. I mean, I would never buy that shirt. The fact that the sides of it are white as well, I mean, I don't know, it's not good. It's just not my favourite. I didn't like this cover at all. Okay, next one. Is this the last one? No, I lost count. There's 2 more after this. This one. It's Opeth's Orchids, their debut album. I remember seeing this in the racks, and I bought this one. I actually really like the album. It's one of, it's up there. It's their debut, but the album cover is like, there's no even Opeth written on it, so we don't know it's them unless we sort of see it in a mag beforehand, which I did do. It's just a picture of an orchid. It looks like it's sort of painted, but I think it's a photo, but because the orchid looks very maybe this sort of, they blurified it a bit so it looks a bit like a painting. I mean, it's okay, it's sort of, it's calming, it's soothing, but it's also not really, I don't know, it's not grabbing me. It's just like, because of the pink nature over the black background, I don't know, maybe it's not bad, but it's just not something that I really gravitate towards as sort of like drawing me. Obviously the title of the album being Orchid is relevant to the picture, but there's no Opeth on the cover, there's no Orchid on the cover, so this is it, just a picture from the top of a pinkish orchid with yellow bits in the middle. It sort of looks like a painting, oil painting a bit, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it just didn't float my boat too much. Okay, next one is this one. It's Paradise Lost, Symbol of Life. Again, just a sort of weird thing. I mean, this album is not a well-loved album, but I don't mind the album actually, but the cover is like some kind of light effect where you sort of whiz something in the air in the light, and then the outline remains for the eye. You can still see it. It's like, basically it's that. It's just an, I don't know, cop-out cover I call it. It's like, we didn't have to work hard for this one. It's just, just something. Is that a symbol of life? I don't know. Okay, that's that one. And this is the last one, the worst covers in my collection. It's Rhapsody's The Dark Secret. It's like, this one is, normally they got some nice sort of dragons and whatever, but they put Christopher Lee on the front of this one with a sort of darkish sunset. Christopher Lee sort of he's what do you call it, he's not full opacity, he's sort of, opacity's gone down, so he's sort of merged into the background. The scene below is just like boring. It's just some kind of skyline with just about, you can see a castle in on the left, and the sun is about to set. It's just boring. I mean, I don't know, Christopher Lee looks like he's about seeing a ghost, and he looks pretty old there. I know he was in the band. I think this was not a full album of theirs, but this album caught my eye when I was looking through the racks. It's just really, I don't know, it didn't work. I don't know, maybe it's not a good idea to have Christopher Lee on the front of this one with his crown on. It's boring, and it's not exciting to look at. Okay, these were the 10 worst covers in my collection at the moment. Okay, hope you enjoyed these two videos, and stay tuned for more, of course.